Twisted aliens and demented cultists battle across the devastating science fiction world of Dark Age. Muster your forces and learn to survive at beastsofwar.com. The new Flames of War 4th edition brings you the battles of World War II in epic 15mm scale. Go to beastsofwar.com to get the latest in news, tactics and tutorials.
Hi everybody, we are back for another game of Warmachine. It is Will Hungerford versus Matt Getz. Who are the factions today, gentlemen?
I'm playing Mercenaries, specifically the Cephalix Operating Theater Theme Force, versus...
I'm playing Khador. It's not a theme force, but got a load of Man-O-War and some classic Khador Jacks being run by Lord Kozlov, the Viscount of Skarsgrad.
Ah, nice. And as we can see, we are back again in our beautiful Khadoran village, which is it's a really fun table to play on.
Yeah, what's the name of this place, Getz?
So we were talking earlier, and to me, this looks like a part of Tverkutsk. It's the northernmost village in all of Khador, so really cold. I'm kind of hoping it gives you a little bit of brain freeze.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. See what you did there.
So hang on, we're right out in the boonies?
Yeah, like at the very edge of the wilderness.
Yeah, which makes me kind of surprised. There's a warcaster out here protecting this town, but I guess the Cephalix picked the wrong target to abduct some people from.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe. All right, well, as it stands, I assume we're just playing the basic format of the game again. It is just cast or kill to win, yeah?
Yeah,
or wipe out.
Yeah, exactly. The scenario has changed so much that we decided it would be very good for some of these videos we're doing to do just a classic Warmachine, which is to just who can kill the other person's caster, who can really grind them down, and to not worry too much about placing any of the scenario zones or special flags on this table, because the table is so beautiful. We wanted to play on it just how it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, yeah, classic.
Well, you see, this is the thing. A lot of people just think, Warmachine, oh, that's that game I see at tournaments where it's all 2D terrain. No, you can have something like this.
No, this is a treat.
Yeah, right. So if you want to quickly take me through your deployment. So who's got the first turn?
I've got the first turn.
All right.
So I rolled. I got won the roll to go first, which means he chose which side he wanted to be on the table. He chose that side, probably so you can get yourself a. Well, probably so you could use the tactic you've decided to use on me. So since I went first, I decided to deploy. I went sort of a spread deployment, not sure which side he was going to go on, which Matt, I'm sure we'll explain in a second how he took full advantage of that by giving me the good old refused flank deployments. But I have my Warcaster dead center on the table, Cognifex Siphon, so I have full range to all my monstrosities. I need to keep them on my control range at all times for my feet to allocate focus. And then I sort of just took my battle group and split it into pairs. I have a Wrecker and a Warden over here, a Wrecker and a Warden, and both of which have my key solo, my Cephalix Agitator next to each one. Therefore, no matter what he did, I could send a decent force, and I didn't expect what you did to me, however, to really throw me off.
So I knew that I couldn't deal with all of the monstrosities all at the same time, so I figured I would move over to one side, completely give you that other flank, not care about it at all, and that way I can focus my attention on a smaller group.
So you're all up here, yeah?
Yeah, all on this side of the board, and that way you're going to have to spend a turn or so running them before they're even relevant to the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Clever tactics. Right, well, let's get stuck straight in, shall we?
Yeah, let's get started.
So, first turn, I assume, yeah?
Yeah, turn one. And Matt, have a good game.
You too.
Good luck,
gentlemen.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I'll just try and get out of the way.
Sure. So maintenance phase, obviously nothing happens. Control phase, let's allocate some focus off of Cognifex Siphon onto my monstrosities. Let's see. I think I'm going to want to cast Onslaught this turn, so I'm going to keep 2 focus on me. The monstrosities are unique in that they keep their focus from turn to turn, unlike normal Warjacks that lose it and you have to reallocate it to. However, they don't power up like the other Warjacks do. So I'm not getting them all a free focus like a traditional Warmachine battle group, but I get to keep my focus every turn, which is great. Well, I'm going to give at least 1 to each because I need them to run this turn. I think I'll allocate 1 there, 1 here, 1 here. So 1 to this Warden, 1 to this Warden, 1 to this Wrecker. And this Wrecker, I'm going to give 2. That way, after he runs, he'll still have 1 left because I imagine I'm going to have to load this side up the most getting ready to fight you. So that'll be my control phase.
Actually, before you start running, do you want to kind of explain what we thought the terrain should represent here?
That.
Yeah, absolutely. So we kind of talked before the game started. Whenever you have a beautiful table like this, or any terrain in general, if there's any pieces that seem ambiguous, it's always a really good idea to talk with your opponent and decide exactly what is what. So there's no surprises mid-game, of course, right? So all the buildings we decided are obstructions.
Absolutely.
Very simple. The light posts we determined are simple scenery. They don't count as anything, and if one of our models needs to move on top of it, we'll just move it off the side and put something back in.
Well, if you have a big Warjack walking into a lamppost, that's not going to stand up to
That's true.
Absolutely no. It's just going to get completely trampled.
It's
right?
not like video games where you have the indestructible tree.
Right, exactly. Yeah. We've got full clipping through all the lampposts. No problems there. So these crates, these lines, we decided are obstacles, which means they're going to provide cover if you're within an inch of them. You can move across them. You just can't stop on top of them, and you have to have Pathfinder to be able to charge or slam through them right now.
And you've got the way to a way to get your battle group Pathfinder. Right?
That's the onslaught spell I plan on casting, which gives my battle group relentless charge, so that I can get Pathfinder on charges.
So it'll require you to kind of strategize where you're charging, when you're charging.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm seeing no cards, so I'm assuming you're both running War Room too. Yeah.
We actually have our iPads or our tablets over here with War Room set up. It's just an easy way to keep track of anything, and that way I don't actually like dry erase mark one of my damage boxes and smudge it off my card because I'm kind of fat fingered sometimes.
Yeah, me too.
So
or you turn up to your game and it's just like, oh, I've lost a card. I can't play today.
Yeah. Or I want to play. I brought some extra models and decided, or I forgot a model and have other ones and just need to change my force on the fly. It lets me do that. Yeah. So and Ontal actually gives all my models Pathfinder when they charge. But however, my Cephalix, the two agitators and Cognifex, they already have Pathfinder, so they're not too worried about it.
Well, they're just hovering around telekinetically, keeping themselves off the ground. Right?
I know, exactly. So these, we decided those are obstacles. All these crate barrels that we see sort of mixed around here, including this one table that I guess some villager kicked over as a real fast barricade across the oncoming Cephalix. This little patch here of these barrels and these tables, we decided is a patch of rough terrain, which is why you picked that side of the table, so that you don't have it in your way, and I absolutely have it in my way.
I mean, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would have.
I think the average speed of my army is 4, so...
Well, and then these big raised platforms, we talked about these the most for a while and determined that we're going to play those as hills, just normal hills, which means if you're completely on it, you have elevation against models that aren't on it. The thing that might seem a little strange is that you can see through hills. They don't block line of sight. So that does mean that a model is going to have clear line of sight to a model that is here, and there's no Pathfinder requirements to go through this hill. So we're going to have some charges that might go from this side of the table over to this side of the table. Obviously not through the building, but we're going to have to keep that in mind as we play.
Yeah. Again, it's literally just a log construction. A Jack runs up to that, they're going to ball into it, create some rubble, and climb on top.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we also, we wanted to play with what made sense thematically, and also what would make for a good game.
Yeah, absolutely. Right? We could have treated these as an elevation, had a lot of falling damage, but it would have restricted a lot of the charges. It would have given things cover, just all over the place.
We could have said they blocked line of sight, but you've got some guns. I'm sure you want to use them.
I'd like to, yeah.
I don't have as many, So actually, I have none, minus the Mind Spray off Cognifet.
Mind Spray, Cognifet.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, that's our terrain. Let's get back to my first turn. Maintenance phase is over. Control phase is over. I've allocated all my focus. I think that's how I want to do it, so let's go ahead and get started here. So all of my monstrosities are speed 5, except when it's the feet turn. That means they run 10. So instead of using my tape measure, one thing I like to do is I take my spray template because it gives me an absolute, accurate measurement, and use that when I'm doing just sort of normal advances or anything that's 10 inches or less. So we'll start with this Warden. He's going to spend his 1 focus point, and he's going to run. So let's go ahead and have him run as I bump this little fella. We're going to have him run up the street a little bit to about here.
All right.
Oh, that rough terrain in my life. Let's go ahead and have this wrecker also spend his focus. He's going to run as well. I'm going to go 10. That's 6 to there. He's going to trample over this light post a little bit. And we're going to have him kind of stay on the outskirt of that rough terrain there and get next to his friend here. He keeps his 1, which is important for monstrosities because, like I said earlier, they keep their focus from turn to turn.
Is there a cap on that?
3. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Same as a normal.
Okay.
Oh, I wish they could go beyond the cap. If only.
I bet.
This agitator's going to run. He's speed 6, so he's going to go 12 inches. Got 5 left. Just get myself into position. Make sure I stay within shield or sack pawn range there and shield guard range, just in case. You're probably not going to hit me with anything. You might try and drift an AoE on me, though.
I mean, I think that's one of the better strategies I have to deal with the agitators, so...
Yeah, I don't need that in my life. This Warden on the right flank is going to start playing this long game of catch-up. We're going to have him run all the way up here and get on the edge of the building. I'll have the right flank Wrecker activate, spend his focus, and he's going to run. Going to have him go 5 to here, and then another 5 up to the edge, right up here.
It's good showing off how you don't always have to run in a single direction. You can pivot and kind of incrementally move around.
So is there any limit to the turns you can make on your runs then?
No, absolutely. No. You could zigzag as much as you want to. It's only on charges where you have to go in a straight line and you can't zigzag at all. Cool. This Cephalix Agitator is going to activate and run his 12 inches. Just get all the way up here. Cognifex is going to activate, finally. So the first thing he'll do is cast a spell. He's going to cast Onslaught, which is an upkeep spell. That way I'll have it ready for next turn. Leaving him on 0 focus right now, but I don't expect to get shot or hurt by anything. And then I can't see in... Well, you know what? We're saying that we can see through this hill, right?
Yeah. Are you going to charge me?
I am going to charge you.
All right.
Just because I want some extra...
This guy right here will get you a nice straight line.
Yep. So I'm going to charge you. Cognifex, just double check. He has speed 5, therefore I'm going to charge speed plus 3, so charge 8. And just charge you. Obviously, fail my charge as I am nowhere near you whatsoever.
And
end up right about there.
Facing, it's straight on that line, so you got him.
Yep. And then he'll have the Onslaught spell upkept, and that's the end of my turn 1.
Okay, excellent.
Quick question. You were charging even though you couldn't make it. I'm assuming you didn't run because that would have meant you couldn't have cast your spell, yeah?
Yeah, if you run in Warmachine, any kind of model that runs, you can't do anything else unless you have certain abilities that don't take part of your activation, like your combat action or your movement. So if I ran, I couldn't use my feet, I couldn't cast any of my spells. Yeah, Warcasters are unique in that they can cast a spell, move, and then cast a spell, or make an attack, cast a spell before or after attacks, any order they want, but if they run, nothing. I want him to be further up, so I cast my spell, charged, knowing my charge is going to fail, and if you fail a charge, your activation immediately ends. So cast my spells first, charge in, just get the extra 3 inches of movement from the charge, just because I want to be a little further towards him.
Cool. So over on my end of things, unlike the monstrosities, I have Warjacks, so they have the magical metal brain. So I do get to power up, so I start with a free focus on each Warjack that's in a battle group in the control range of its caster. All right, so as we talked about earlier, I don't exactly have the fastest army, but I've got some tricks to work around that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to advance Kozlov, and I'm just going to put him right up there for now, make sure that the stuff he wants to target is within his arc, and I'm going to spend 2 of his focus to place Tactical Supremacy on my unit of Man-O-War. I'll give him a little extra movement.
Those Man-O-War are going to be so fast.
Comparative for Man-O-War.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Because with Desperate Pace getting the plus 2 inches from the Covenant, which you just activated, right?
Just activated the Covenant, and he's absolutely giving them Desperate Pace.
Yeah, which that gives them an additional plus 2 inches of movement on their normal move, and then the Tactical Supremacy spell says at the end of the activation, they get to move an additional 3 inches if they don't run or fail a charge. So this means instead of just walking up 4 inches and shield walling, they get to walk up 6 inches, shield wall, and then at the end of their activation, move an additional 3 inches. So that's a 9-inch shield wall, which is unfair to me.
I mean...
It's great for you.
It's fantastic for me. I'm not going to complain about it at all.
Yeah.
Did I sense a rat coming?
No, absolutely not something like that. Well, I tell you what, if he wins, if he beats me on this game, we'll see.
If I win, yeah. If it looks like I'm going to win, he'll just call up Pagani and have them modify War Room.
Oh, I could do that from my phone right now.
Are you going to do that live on camera?
I could if I had to.
What time is it back home? So,
that would be funny.
I'm going to activate my jacks.
Well, this is the battle of the departments. It's development versus writing, right? So you can tell me the narrative, but I get to control the rules.
Sure.
I don't control all of them, though. There are a lot of people above me.
If you end up winning this game, then I'm just going to write some sort of fiction in no quarter about how the Cephalix are a bunch of filthy cheaters and they cheated their way through all of this.
You can have that moral victory. So your 2 jacks just ran up?
Both of my jacks just ran up, staying behind the screening line of my Man-O-War. And so that they're staying close to their buddies, my mechanics are going to run up as well. And they're all within...
And those mechanics can heal the repair the Man-O-War as well.
Yes.
Which is
Man-O-War have a rule called repairable.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I suppose it's a guy in a big mechanical suit.
Yeah. A wrench is a wrench, right? And a mechanical suit is not that different than a giant robot.
Exactly. All right, that's my turn.
Cool.
All right, so top of 2, maintenance phase, I have nothing to resolve. I'll go ahead and start my control phase, get my 7 focus on Cognifex. The 1 focus I have on my wrecker stays there because Cephalix, we break all the rules.
Yep.
Make sure I've counted out 7, I have. I'm going to spend 1 of my focus at the start, or during my control phase, to upkeep Onslaught, because I really don't want to recast that every turn. And because I think it's going to be the most important spell this game ever.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's go ahead and start loading everybody up because it's getting time to battle here. First, I'm going to make sure I give at least 1 to everyone.
Oh, pardon me. Sorry. I'm on my reach.
Pre-measuring?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely. So,
Anytime, for any reason.
Yep. In the new editions of Warmachine and Hordes, we added full pre-measurement to the game. Just makes things easier. Makes things go so much smoother.
You see, I don't know. I remember some of my mates, whenever we were playing back in England, they loved the fact that you had to be clever and actually use the measurement from your Warcaster to get that sort of a half pre-measure in there.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it was always pre-measuring with the control range and command range. It just required you to be a little bit more sneaky, exactly.
Yeah.
Sneaky, like a Cephalix.
Yeah, but we decided ultimately that the game is more about the player's skill and making the right decisions and not your ability to have good depth perception.
Yeah.
So, and plus, it just, you know, no one wants to get to the situation where you have one of those arguments of, oh, he was in, oh, he wasn't in. If you pre-measure, you get rid of all that. It just makes for a smoother experience. So I'm giving at least 1 to everyone. I'm going to give 1 more to this wrecker and 1 more to this warden because I anticipate them doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. It's going to be my focus allocation this turn. So let's see. Speed 4 Mana War. They're plus 2-inch movement from the Desperate Pace. That's a 6. Your feet gives plus 2 speed whenever you decide to use it. So that would get you up to an 8. Charging 11. 1-inch range on your axes.
Yep.
So you've got a 12-inch threat range, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to make sure to stay out of that. And you're going to be able to hot swap Fury back and forth soon enough. If, it's no good. Well, I'm going to make sure I'm staying outside of 12 this turn. Maybe I can get in and take the Mana War out first, but then I have to deal with the Jacks. It's rough. All right, well, let's go ahead and get in there. This Warden over here is going to activate. He's going to, you know what? Do I even need to run? So if I move 5, that puts me about there, which is close enough to 12 out. Yeah, no, I'm going to activate this Warden, and he's simply going to advance 5 inches.
Okay.
Now, I'm finishing my movement there, but I'm going to go ahead and pre-measure here and just make sure I'm well out of 12, which I am.
Yep, you are.
Similarly, I have no reason to spend a focus just to run closer, so this wrecker over here is going to advance 5 inches and get himself a little bit closer. Now, thanks to the theme force, all my monstrosities have hyper-aggressive, but I don't think I'll be using it. Hyper-aggressive means that whenever they take damage, they can move directly towards the enemy model that caused them damage. So the more you hit them, like with guns, they just keep barreling towards you on his turn. However, it's also a trap if you use it wrong, because if, say, he doesn't activate his Mana War first and he starts shooting me and I decide to choose to hyper-aggressive, I would barrel towards his line, at which point where I'm not in charge range now, I could put myself in charge range. So it's not a thing you do every time just because you can. Cognifex this time is simply going to advance with his Pathfinder. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. So he's going to come stand like just here on the other edge of this little table. Cool. And he's done. He has no focus on him. He has nothing to cast. He's got sack pawn monstrosity, so I'm not too worried about being shot up. I'm going to have this wrecker over here. He's going to spend 1, and he's going to run because... Let me grab my...
So for people who aren't familiar, do you want to explain what sack pawn is? Sacrificial pawn?
Sacrificial pawn means that if you shoot a model with sacrificial pawn, it usually has a certain category, like sacrificial pawn Mana War, sacrificial pawn Warjack. My Cephalix have sacrificial pawn monstrosity. If you shoot them and hit them directly, I can shunt that off onto one of the models that has that subtype within 3 inches of me. With this army has a particularly fun interaction, which is I have a monstrosity nearby. You shoot Cognifex Siphon. He shunts it off to the monstrosity, who then takes damage, who then hyper-aggressives towards you.
And gains a free focus while doing it.
Yeah. The monstrosities have a rule that every time they take a point of damage from a friendly or enemy model, they get a free focus, which they then don't lose in the following turn. It's just a fine layer of traps that you have to deal with.
No, when I saw your list, I felt a little alarmed by the amount of hyper-aggressive monstrosities that you'd be slinging around the board.
So this wrecker's going to run over to here.
Yep.
Just kind of going down this lane right here, so not hitting any of the rough terrain. This wrecker, warden, excuse me, is similarly going to run. Do I want to go try and fight you around there?
Do you?
Kind of.
Decisions.
I think, but well, these are obstacles, so they don't slow me down whatsoever. You know what? I am going to send at least one guy over there. So he's going to run through the obstacles and stop right there.
Okay. Is he going to pull the agitator with him?
Pull the agitator with him?
Yeah,
well, the agitator's going to run.
He got to stay close to his friend.
Why is your army so big and scary? Okay, we're going to have the Cephalix agitator run, and yeah, he is going to go hang out with his buddy over here.
You're in cover. You're fine.
I'm in cover, and I have a sack pawn target nearby.
And you have stealth, so
they have stealth. The little ones have stealth. His head is way too big to have stealth.
I'm guessing the big monsters, they don't know to duck.
No, they don't know. They're def 10.
Yeah.
They are one of the easiest things to hit. So I'm done. That's my turn. You go.
Okay. So first things first, we would get rid of any excess focus we have.
Because you're not me.
Because I'm not you. But then we go back up to full, and we allocate out to our jacks, and I am going to, do I upkeep attack supremacy? Let me see here. No, I think I'm going to let that drop for now.
Okay. So you just powered up the 2 jacks?
Just powered up the 2 jacks. And before we get into my turn proper, let's see what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to allocate a couple extra focus over here.
Oh, you're going to try and shoot me and boost some blast damage?
Maybe. We'll see what happens.
Fair enough.
Boosting some blast damage against the other ones, probably not going to do too much for me because it's only a POW 7 at that point, but if I can get some damage on you before you hit my line, then I'm happy.
Okay.
And so I'm setting it up for later. I will toss Fury out.
So you're going to go and activate Kozlov first?
Yep.
All right.
Kozlov is just going to advance up behind this screen of friends.
Cool.
He's got a big axe. He's not afraid of your meat sacks over there.
Meat sacks. Is that
meat sacks?
Fair enough?
Is that a technical term?
It's actually the name of one of the characters in another one of our games, and it's just such a odd term that I couldn't not use it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, that's gonna be rough.
I don't think you can out-threat me.
No, I can't.
I think you're going to have to take the charge a little bit and then try and counterpunch.
Yeah, I think that is exactly what I'm going to do. So they are just going to edge up, give myself a little bit of breathing room.
Sure.
Bring that shield guard with them so everybody knows that they are still in lockstep.
All right, so walking up and shield walling.
Yep.
And kind of splitting up the street, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I see this over here. I'm pretty sure I know what's going to happen next. So
I'll show you, because I don't even know what's going to happen next.
I'm going to edge back just a tiny bit.
Okay.
So, and I might not have to immediately take a charge off of you. And I'm going to activate my Juggernaut.
Yep.
I'm going to creep him forward.
Yeah.
Just back behind the free strike range there.
Yeah. So basically screening your 2 heavy hitters with a unit of Man-O-War so that I can't destroy your jacks on my feet turn.
Right. Okay. That's what I'm hoping.
Sure.
Well, I know that you've got beat back, so if you can get through it hard enough with one of your wreckers, you can push in and get some swings against me. But
yeah, but probably not enough to take you out, though.
Yeah, that's my hope.
Yeah, okay.
So activating my destroyer to make sure that you're in range, and I am going to boost
Def 10.
a shot at you.
We're going to roll up here,
Yep.
so it looks all nice on the table.
So low rat, but with the boost, I'm pretty sure I've got it. Yep.
Yeah, you hit
so
me.
that hits dead on.
So this is this wrecker being hit.
Yes.
He's armor 17.
And I'm not worried about that free focus because he's already topped up.
And then this is a blast on it, yeah?
It's going to be a blast on the other one.
Yeah.
So if you put the AoE out, you can see what I'm clipping.
Yeah, you're absolutely hitting, obviously, the guy you shot, and then this guy over here as well.
Yep. So this is a power 14 versus arm 17.
17, dice off 3.
3 off the dice.
This too?
Yes, I spent the second of my 3 focus to boost the damage roll.
Okay.
And dice off 3.
6 to the 1.
6 to the 1.
Okay. Okay, before you move on to boosting next blast damage, so the only thing left in your army to go is the mechanics and the Covenant.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and hyper aggressive.
Okay.
So I'm going to move straight up towards the guy that caused me the pain.
Okay.
And like you said, I'm already maxed out at 3 focus, so I can't get another free one from taking any damage.
And I'm going to boost the blast damage on the other one because...
Why not?
Why not?
So this is blast damage 7 because it's half a pal, so dice minus 10.
Minus 10?
Yep. Oh, sorry, minus 11. I'm actually arm 18 because I've got a buckler on my head.
Oh, that's right, you do. So that is going to be, looks like 3 to the 2?
3 to the 2, all right.
You're still reaching out and touching somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
So I'm going to get a free focus
I'm going to consider this a moral victory that I got some damage on him before he came in and wiped out my mana war.
So this guy's going to advance up 5 inches. Again, straight towards the one that caused him pain, which means I'm going to bump this other model because I have to go directly towards you.
Yeah, seems reasonable. And you've got a really good slam on those wardens, don't you?
It's not the worst.
Yeah, so I'm going to give myself a bit of breathing room with my mechanics. I'm not going to get them straight up behind everybody. I'm just going to kind of nudge him forward. He's going to stay close to his Covenant friend there.
Okay.
And advance the Covenant just a few inches behind this front line. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Right. Let's get my turn 3.
Quick question. How many focus do you have on the table at the minute, Will?
Right now, as soon as this turn starts, I'll have 7, 10, 13 right now.
Yeah.
Yep. If there's one thing that Cephalix do, it's mainly because the monstrosities get to retain their focus and because they get some every time they take damage from the enemy or from a friendly model, which when I play my larger list, you'll see how I use that mechanic to my own advantage.
Okay.
But yeah, because they don't power up like normal Warjacks do, sort of the makeup for that is that they just get to keep their focus every turn. It's
all right, well, just real quick, can you guys quickly take me through what's going on the tabletop here?
So probably the biggest threats, looking at everything, I expect I'm going to be feeding this turn with Cognifex Siphon to get the +3 speed, strength, and armor for 1 round so that I can Alpha Strike. This is the turn I need to hit, and I expect to get punched back, so I need the extra armor. He has a 12-inch threat range through the terrain thanks to Onslaught. However, I don't think that actually gets him to anybody. I think you keeping those mana wards, they're just out.
Yeah.
So those two are not a threat right now. However, this whole side of the board is a threat, and I've got a few different options. So Cognifex is clearly going to feat this turn. It gives these guys speed 8, meaning they charge 11 inches, and they've got 2-inch reach on their melee weapons. That's the 13-inch threat range. That is both of those mana war right there.
There you go.
So if I want, I can charge in here, take these 2 out, then send this Wrecker in, maybe hit one of the Jacks, and maybe use the Warden to finish it up. Problem is, I'm not going to have the +2 damage from my Agitators because they're only speed 6, and then their bubble of, they have a spell called Instigate that gives +2 to attack and damage rolls we were talking about earlier, but it's within 5 inches of them. So that's a total, basically 11 inches from where they're standing right now, which I think is going to be maybe just short of those bases. We'll see. Yeah, especially if I fly in.
Something that it becomes a bubble, you can't cast it, and it doesn't place it on the unit. It comes from him.
It comes from him.
It's just an aura that kind of pulses out from it.
Yeah, he's making them all feel nasty about their lives and making them want to kill things more, right?
Sure.
I mean, you're the fiction guy.
Well, I mean, they don't feel anything. Their brains are basically gone. It's just the stem. So
all right,
it's muscle memory at this point. He's agitating that.
And what else can I possibly do this turn? I guess I can try and slow down the rest of the mana war by casting Breath Stealer on them from Cognifex, which is a debuff. Then I have to put, let's see, Breath Stealer's range, I believe, is, it's 10 inches. I have to put myself within 10 inches. That's probably fine.
10 inches of the nearest guy.
Oh, that guy.
Oh, you're looking there.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm not going anywhere near any of that right now. Then alternatively, what's my 15-inch threat range look like right now? Oh, are all the Jacks out of that too?
Yep.
So I can't even Gallows. He has a spell called Gallows that if it hits something, he pulls it in D6 inches closer, which is great for like extending my threat range and being able to get an enemy closer to me so I can mess them up. Okay, well, control phase.
Yep.
I'm going to... I don't think...
Popped off over here.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to need Onslaught being where this fight's going to take place because he can't get anything this turn, and he's got a clear charge lane without needing Pathfinder, and they're obviously fine. So I'm actually going to let Onslaught drop. So I'm not going to upkeep that spell anymore. I'm going to allocate 3 to this Wrecker. I'm going to allocate 1 to the Warden over here. And then I'm going to keep 3 to myself. All right, let's get to it. Cognifex is going to activate first. My goal here is to get myself within 10 inches of that closest Mana War, which puts me on the other side of this freaking wall. Oh, that means I have to get out there in the open. All right, well, whatever. Be bold, right? Let's see. Yep, I'll put myself just on the other side of the wall here. I'm going to spin 2. I'm going to cast Breath Stealer.
Okay.
Targeting the closest Mana War to me. Your defense 10, correct?
Defense 10, yeah.
Yep. I'm focus 7, so I need a 3 to hit you. 9, that definitely hits. So go ahead and give you a Breath Stealer token here.
That's -2 defense and speed?
Defense and speed, yep. And then I'm going to feat.
Okay.
Let's see here. Everyone's clearly in the feat. So I have to choose right now which monstrosities use it. The ones that do get +3 speed, strength, and armor, but at the end of their individual activations, they take a point of damage to every one of their columns. It's basically like it's an adrenal overload. All 4 of them are going to use it. No reason not to. So he's done, sitting on 1 focus.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and have this Wrecker activate. He's going to spend 1 to charge. So he's speed 8, charging 11 inches. I'm going to charge this Mana War right here. So I'm going to end right about here. So just on the other side of this hill. Does it look good to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's try and charge you.
Take it on the shield.
Boxcars says I hit.
Yep.
Boxcars?
Boxcars. Double 6s.
Okay, sorry. Never heard that one before.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we don't have that here.
They say Snake Eyes for double 1s.
Yeah, we do have that.
But not Boxcars for double 6s?
Boxcars for double 6s.
Yeah, that's one we use all the time.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So I'm Palpable Strength 20 right now.
Right.
Because of feet. Normally I'm 17. I ignore your shield.
Because you have chain weapon?
Yep. So what's your armor?
So my base armor is on this guy 17.
17. All right, dice +3.
Lovely.
Yep.
That is more than enough to make him explode.
Yes.
With my second initial attack, I will make it at the other Mana War friend standing right next to him. Anything but Snake Eyes to hit you.
Yep.
Oop. Well, that 8 there definitely hits. Yep. This is again a 19, and you are armor 17. I'm sorry. This is a 20. 17 +3 from the feet.
Right.
So dice +3. And that should do 12 points of damage to him.
Finishes him off too.
All right. Then, unfortunately, my Wrecker has no one else in range, so he's done.
Yeah.
At the end of his feat, though, let's go back. And he takes a point of damage to every column. Now, because this column was already filled in, the point that would have gone to the 1 column has to roll over to the 2.
Now, hang on. Earlier, did you say that you guys had miscounted damage by 1 point on one of them?
Oh, no, no.
You already accounted for that?
We accounted for that one already.
Okay,
yeah.
so that's accounted for. Okay. Just wanted to check.
Now, this Wrecker here is going to... Man, there's no way this Agitator gets him in range. You're just going to do this the old-fashioned way. I'm just going to advance 8 inches. So I'm not going to charge. And the reason I'm just advancing 8 inches, basically making sure I'm leaving plenty of room for a charge lane for this Warden here. I actually kind of even scoot over a little bit that way. Now, the reason I'm not charging with him and walking up is you spend 1 focus to charge, and then if I hit, the damage roll on a charge attack is automatically boosted, and then all the subsequent charges or attacks you make that turn, you have to choose to boost attack or damage separately. But if I can just walk up I might as well roll to hit, and then if I wanted to boost damage, boost it then. Because if you miss the charge attack, you miss that boosted damage roll.
Yeah.
So walking up, rolling to hit, and then spending a focus to boost damage is the same result as spending one to charge.
I'll assume unless you're 3 inches further away, in which case you're getting that additional 3 as well as the 3 from your feet, giving you that bigger threat range. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You got it. Yep. So it's just a matter of being as focus efficient as I possibly can because I got to try and take out a Khador Jack this turn. All right. So walk it with my initial attack.
All right, and remember I'm defense 9 because of the spell on him right now.
Sure. So initial attack. Well.
Yeah, I think that'll hit no matter what.
Yep. This is PAL 20.
So that's going to be straight dice.
Straight dice. All right. So red will be the location on your grid. So we'll do 4 to the 1.
4 to the 1. I like that.
I will choose not to beat back on you.
Okay.
Because I really don't want to. And I think we got bumped a little bit because I want my positioning to be where I've got a clear line from here to here. Right. Is that good with you?
That's fine.
All right. So I'm not going to beat back because I don't want to push him further away from him.
So what's your effective mat right now?
Just 5.
Under feet, it's just 5?
Yeah, just 5 because it's only +3 strength, speed, and armor.
Speed and armor. Okay.
Yeah, I needed the agitate bonus to get the +2 attack and damage.
That's what I was
don't
thinking
have.
of.
So second initial. Hits.
That'll hit.
Straight dice. Again, red will be a location. So 5 to the 3. Oh, come on, Wrecker. Put your back into it, man.
Okay.
Let's buy an attack with one of my focus. Hits. Basically looking for 4s to hit because you're a def 9 right now. Straight dice. Do 6 to the 3.
6 to the 3.
Buy an attack.
And I assume you're buying the attack because you're on straight dice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
so
absolutely.
Yeah, if I'm on straight dice, it's just mathematically better for me to buy attacks when it's easy. When it's easy for me to hit, which I only need 5s to hit. I'm sorry, I only need 4s to hit right now because he's got Fury cast on him. Than it is to boost the damage because if you think that
you're getting an additional dice essentially.
Essentially, yeah. If every die is damaged, then boosting only gets me 1. We're buying an attack if I hit is 2.
Yeah.
Right. So I just hit, right?
Yeah.
All right. So this is damage.
Yep.
Or did I? Yeah. No, I haven't rolled a hit yet. I haven't rolled a hit. So I hit. Damage. 5 to the 2.
5 to the 2.
This will be my last attack here. So final attack.
Stay off that side of my grid.
No. Hits.
Yep.
Straight dice. All right, Wrecker. You have been a little slack in your duties here. So come on.
Listen. Go to the 5.
3 to the 6.
3 to the 6. I love that Wrecker.
Oh, that sucks.
It's okay, right? It's okay. Like what dice happen.
Dice do happen.
Dice happen.
Dice happened all over me earlier, so
Yeah, it's why we have the dice gods.
Yep.
How many boxes of life does he have left?
He has 11 left.
Okay,
so you could almost guarantee that you can finish me with that Wrecker, or the Warden. Pardon me.
So that Wrecker's activation is over. So he takes a point of damage to every one of his columns.
Right.
Okie dokie, Warden. Really wish my agitators had been in position, but c'est la vie. Let's see, are you within 11? You are. Is it better to charge you, or is it better to slam you? Because if I slam you, I won't hit Kozlov, will I?
No, it's going to come back at a mechanic.
Okay. I'll spend 1 to charge because I want all of my initial attacks versus slamming and only making the slam attack. So I'm going to go 11. He's going to go all the way in. And while I could slam
you... want me to nudge him in closer?
No, I want to be at pretty much right at an inch.
All right.
I could slam you through a mechanic, but nah. Again, I need a 4 to hit you. So on the charge attack with the head, hits. These are PAL plus strength 14, 17s. So dice minus 3. All right, the charge attack is boosted. There we go. That's a little bit better. Take 10 to the 5.
10 to the 5.
Good morning.
Yeah, I feel okay about that.
This is your wake-up call.
Yeah. See, that Warden knows what's up. He understands how to play the game.
All right.
He's seen the other one and went, look, I'll show you how it's done.
Yeah, exactly.
So with that 1 hit, you took out my left, my movement, and my right.
Nice.
I have 1 box of Cortex left.
And that's it?
That's it.
Great.
If you could just miss all the rest of these attacks in a row.
I'm not gonna. Well, I better not. So we'll do the left clamp.
Yep.
Give him the clamps.
Oh,
miss.
Miss.
Oh, wait, you said movement's out?
Yes, movement's out, so I'm down to a 7. So
Then I
does
hit. Yeah, I took your movement system out. So I hit.
Dice -3.
Dice -3. Just roll a 4.
Yeah,
more than enough.
All right. Don't feel bad. You got a couple of shots in on them first. So Fury's going to go away.
All right, so that
last box at Cortex is gone.
Warden takes a point of damage to each one of his columns. Sit on 2 focus.
Okay.
This... I don't know how close I want to put these agitators. They might have a really bad day here in a second. Whatever. Let's get in there. This agitator is going to run. I don't need to get that close, do I?
Probably not.
No. What? Kozlov, what guns does he have?
Guns? His guns are magic.
But he's so just spells?
Yeah, he's got Avalanche and Razor Wind.
Yeah, okay. This agitator is going to run up on these stairs and nestle up next to this building here.
He's just going to get set up for the next round of punishment?
Correct.
All
yeah,
right,
exactly. This agitator over here, however, is going to advance up to 6. I may back him up here in a second because what I want to do is, let me check the range on influence. Yeah, it's range 10. So let's check 10 inches to this Man-O-War here, and basically what I'm going to do.
To this guy on the end?
Yeah. Could you show me about how far away I can get working?
I just nudged him, so you can get
to there.
Back to there. Yeah.
So I'm going to stay back here where I can still see him.
Yep.
And I'm going to cast influence at him.
Okay.
So.
What does influence do?
So influence. So he has 2 spells. One is that bubble we've been talking about. And the other one's a little bit more of an offensive spell. It's range 10. He's got a magic ability of 7, which means he effectively gets +7 to the roll. If he hits, I get to make the model I hit take a swing at someone else.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm basically, because my guys are all about mind control. So I'm going to try and take over that Man-O-War's mind and make him swing at his buddy.
Okay.
So your friend owes you money. Hit him.
Yep. Exactly.
Pretty much that. All right. So Def 10.
I hit you.
Yep.
Def 8 because of breast stealer. Not that it mattered.
Not that it mattered.
Anything with snake eyes all around. So I can make any basic attack, which means a gunshot or a melee attack, but I'm going to make just a melee attack.
Okay. They're the same POW. So.
Yeah. I'm going to have you swing on the guy directly next to you.
Okay.
So I'm certain a 10 plus your mat hits.
Yep.
And then what's the POW plus strength on your guy?
14.
14. I am.
Let me double check that just to make sure I've got it right. Yep, 14.
What's your armor right now?
21.
21. So dice -7. Well, let's see what we can get here. How about nothing?
Okay.
Enjoy that.
It's worth the swing.
It was worth the swing.
It's like boosting the blast damage on the monstrosity. Sometimes you just want to put damage on a guy.
Yeah.
I'll put these 2 focus from this wrecker that didn't need any over there. And he's done. Yep. Then finally, this last warden, I'm currently speed 8 from the feet. But I know I don't have anything in range, so I'm going to spend my 1 to run, which is double my speed. So I'm going to go 16 inches.
You're coming to back up your friends over there?
Yeah, so I can go... I'm going to come over basically here. Reason being, now that... I guess the Man-O-War could charge up here if they wanted to. No, we'll back up just a nudge, just about there.
Okay.
He's going to sit there. He did use the feat, so he takes a point of damage to every one of his columns. But at least that bonus armor is going to help save me next turn. That's the end of my turn, so it's your go.
Okay. So, first things first, I'm top up on my focus. And I can't upkeep the spell. Obviously, what it was on got destroyed.
But you can power up.
I am going to do that. So power up that Juggernaut.
I assume that Juggernaut's getting full focus this turn, right?
Yeah, it would be foolish not to have it happen. So.
Why do Juggernauts hit so hard?
Wait, you're in the design, yeah?
Yeah.
You know why they hit so hard.
I do. I just don't like it when it happens to me.
All right, I'm just checking the range.
The reach range. That's why I nudged him back a little bit. Exactly that. So that if you wanted to get back to this warden, there would be some free strikes.
Sure. Well, no sense in putting off the inevitable. So.
Oh hell! How much focus is on Kozlov right now?
Kozlov, he has 4 on him. You know, That is a good point, though. That's,
Oh, you're going to spend some before you do that Juggernaut? I mean,
Yeah.
put Fury out by all means. I'm excited about your caster having less focus on him. Wait, though that does mean the Juggernaut hits a lot harder. I mean, it's a trade-off, right?
It is. It is.
All right, so Kozlov
Because
activates first.
that focus is really my only defense mechanism if this turn doesn't go the way I want it to.
Sure, yeah.
So activating Kozlov first,
Cast Fury on the Juggernaut.
cast Fury on the Juggernaut.
Yep.
He's going to feat.
Okay, and his feat gives +2 speed to all the models and Unyielding. And Unyielding says that when you're in melee with an enemy model, you get +2 armor.
Ooh, lovely.
Yeah. So we have very similar feats, actually.
Yeah.
Speed up and additional armor, except mine does a little bit more speed, a little bit more hitting power, and a little bit more armor, but I have to hurt myself in the
Yeah,
process.
yours is like
Yeah.
it on
Yeah.
steroids.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So out of curiosity,
Yeah.
of these three, is it that central wrecker that's the most damaged right now?
Yes. So, no. I'm sorry. That's backwards.
Which one of them?
This is the record that you shot that moved
Yeah.
the furthest forward.
Yeah.
So he currently has 24 health boxes.
Wow.
This one's got 30.
That's some to chew through, but I do have Fury up. So I'm actually going to nudge Kozlov back away from you just a little bit.
Bye, Felicia.
By Felicia?
Bye, Felicia.
What was that?
What?
You ever heard that saying?
No.
Bye, Felicia?
No.
No, this is not Geek and Sundry.
Oh, okay. No, not that.
I like that. Well done. All right.
You know, I don't have long red hair here.
No, it's a common saying.
Okay.
At least where I'm from, where you just say like "Bye, Felicia."
Okay.
You never seen the memes of it?
No.
No, that's
Fair
The
enough.
By Felicia memes.
This has to be something straight out of Louisiana.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
All right.
Apparently, that and boxcars. We're going to teach all kinds of new sayings.
Like bussing the table. That was one that we got in Birmingham.
Bussing the table?
yeah, we asked him
yeah.
if we had to bust our own table, and he seemed very confused.
Yeah.
Like clean up our own table.
Clear your dishes.
Oh, okay.
To bust the table.
So Kozlov's done.
Yeah, Kozlov's just going to back off after feeding.
All right. Juggernaut's walking over. And,
Juggernaut's
Yeah,
walking
Juggernaut.
there.
Okay.
And he's going to put a swing into you.
Okay, Def 10.
Def 10, Mat 7, so I need 3s to hit you. There we go. All
right.
I was a little worried when I saw that 1.
This is the axe first.
Yeah, this is with his axe, which is effectively POW. That's 22 now, isn't it?
Yep.
Plus 3? Yeah, POW 22.
So dice +2, because I'm armor 20 right now from feet.
Plus 2. All right. So that is going to be 9 to your 2.
Okay. And I get a focus, because every time I take damage, I get a focus.
So with my second initial, my open fist, I'm going to punch you in the head.
Okay.
All right. I do hit you. I don't like how low that I'm rolling right now.
That's fine. I do.
POW 18, so that's 2 off.
2 off, yeah. 2 off.
I'll take it.
7 to the 5.
7 to the 5.
All right, 7 to the 5. Got it. And get myself another focus.
Yep.
Lots of lumps being taken out of everybody here.
Yeah.
All right.
I have a feeling that monstrosity is about to not make it through this.
So just buying in another axe attack against you.
Yep.
I keep hoping for a crit freeze.
I keep hoping for snake eyes.
I'm sure you do.
That would be amazing if you could roll some snake eyes for me, please.
I think he has the better odds here.
Yeah, I know he does.
And we were saying this is up to.
It's a 22.
Yeah.
Then yeah,
so
up to.
All right. That's 6 to the 4.
All right.
Okay.
2 boxes left.
Yeah.
Buy another one. And see what we get here. That'll hit.
Yep. It's +2.
Yep.
I've got 2 boxes left, so unless you can roll -1,
All right.
I live.
That sounds like a challenge
Let's
to
just
me.
find out.
Let's just find out.
Oh, I can't
Wow.
drop a die. So there we
yeah,
go. That's enough to take him out.
Yep. So that record
Get rid
is
of all of that focus too.
gone.
So next best thing I can do with that Juggernaut, because I still have the 1 focus left, is I'm going to swing an axe at your Warden.
Sure.
Why not?
I can't think of a good reason.
Def 10. Got him.
Hits him.
He is armor 1 higher, so he's a 21, so it's only dice +1.
Dice +1. That's still worth doing. Come on with that 1.
So 5 to the 2.
5 to the 2.
Okay. I'll take it.
All right. That'll be him.
And get a focus on me.
All right.
So I'll assume the Cephalics, if they can stand the charge, they do get a bit more of a bounce back whenever they're on the counterattack.
Primarily because they're getting all that free focus, yeah.
All right. So because I have my feet up right now, I'm going to charge my Covenant over here
Sounds good.
and turn to face you.
Okay. Put you all in there.
Yeah.
Like that.
Feel free.
You need anything but snake eyes to hit me.
Mat 8.
Got him.
So hits him.
What's your power plus strength?
So power plus strength on the axe cannon is going to be 15. So it is a charge, so I have that boost.
So dice minus 6.
Minus 6?
Because I'm armed 21. Could you stop it?
14, that'll be 8 to your 1.
Could you stop it for a second? You said 8? 8 to my 1?
Yeah.
So left arm and movement is out. So left clamp and movement is gone.
Left clamp.
Left clamp.
Clamps! All right.
Knock it off!
So I do have line of sight over here. So I am going to come on over and say hello, get myself engaged with you.
Okay.
I'm going to issue a press forward order so I can run and charge.
Okay.
Because really what I'm hoping to do is weather the storm, which I'm sure is coming.
Yeah. Are any of these charges?
This one's a charge, yeah. And this one's going to be a charge.
Okay.
So turn to face you there.
Okay.
All right.
So 2 charges. This was a run?
Yeah, that was a run.
Okay. And with the negative speed, but plus speed, it came out to be the exact same? Okay.
Yeah.
Works for me. Yeah. So 2 charges on the wrecker, huh?
Actually, thinking about it, I should be just a tiny bit back on all of them.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
So charge here, charge here?
Yep.
Okay. So don't roll snake eyes to hit, effectively.
Yep. Hits.
Got it. I'm armed 20. You're 14, right?
14, yeah. So
off 6. 4 to my 4, huh?
4 to 4. Love seeing the 6. I hate having to get rid of it.
And
all right.
Second charge hits. If you could just roll bad for a second, that would be the best.
Off 6, that's 3 to the 4.
Thank you. That's what I needed.
Absolutely.
3 to the 4?
Yep.
Oh, wait. 3 to the 4. Okay, and let's make sure I give him... He's capped out on focus here again. Here.
All right. All systems still intact?
All systems still intact. And the thing that makes... Setflicks are interesting. Like, they kind of have... They blend over a little bit into hordes in that I can heal them. My caster can heal them because they don't have any mechanics like he has in faction.
I assume they have a brain instead of a cortex.
They have a brain instead of a cortex, exactly. There's a couple key differences. Normally when the cortex is knocked out, you lose all the focus on the model. And you can't gain or spend focus. With the brain, you can't gain or spend focus, but you don't lose the focus that's on the model. So, and I can always spend 1 focus off Cognifex during his activation to heal boxes. So say that one's sitting on 3, you take the brain out. If Cognifex goes first and heals the brain, then he gets to spend the 3 that was still on him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's very useful.
All right. And the last thing, my shield guard goes away, so I'll just put that aside for now.
Yep, sounds good.
And last thing, I'm going to shuffle my mechanics around slightly.
Okay.
Kind of get them in position so they can do stuff next turn. I think I might run this guy over here.
All right.
Present you with a tempting target, but no one close enough to swing at anybody effectively.
And I assume the mechanics themselves at least can hit you with a wrench.
They can hit you with a wrench, but it's not, they shouldn't. Like, it's a last-ditch effort if they had to.
No, I have seen myself get Winter Guard into melee before. It's not fun.
Yeah, no, they're way better at shooting.
All right, so back to you.
All right, so Breath Stealer on your Mana War goes away because that's not upkeepable.
Right.
Let me go ahead and accept that last bit of damage. Let's see. So all the focus stays out on my monstrosities. Cognifex goes back up to his 7, and we've got things to fight this turn. Lots of things to fight this turn. What?
Well, it seems like everything's really going on just at this little intersection. You know,
Yeah,
in front of the
This is
guard
probably the
tower.
most important one in the town.
I was about to say, what do the people living in this little hatch hut here think about what's happening right now?
You know, they're saying,
No,
please win.
They're probably
Please
eating some
win,
popcorn.
Kozlov. Oh,
Yeah, oh,
Watching
popcorn?
the fight, eating popcorn.
Man, did they grow corn up here?
I don't know.
You
could
tell
they?
me.
You're the story guy.
Is there such a thing as like eating popped barley? Because if so, that's more likely.
Is that they're sitting with a bottle of the finest red label vodka?
Yeah,
Watching
yeah.
the fight?
So, okay, these 2 guys already have 3. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm allocating 3 to this warden here because I expect things to get really nasty. What systems are out? The warden on the left, who got hit a couple times, he's got his left arm out. I kind of want to heal that. So Cognifex will need to go before he does.
All right.
But
You're not without options.
not that option. So that's my focus allocation this turn. No spells to upkeep. So let's get right into it. This agitator is going to advance. That's 2 there. And I'm going to go another 4 here, like right around the side of the building. Basically, I'm going to check to make sure that I am within 5 inches using this little widget here, which, yeah, I am.
Yeah, you are.
Of those two. And I'm going to agitate. So all my monstrosities within 5 inches of him, +2 attack and damage.
Right.
The Wrecker is going to activate next, and he's going to turn around slightly so that all of those models stay in his front arc. And we're just gonna check here. Check my melee range. So it looks like I have all the Mana War.
You've got the Covenant and all 3 Mana War, it looks like. Yeah.
Yep. So I'm gonna Thresher.
Okay.
So the special attack he has, instead of making his normal initials, I make a swing at everything in my melee range.
Lovely.
Yeah. So I'm at 7. Let's go on this guy first.
Yep.
That'll hit.
Yep.
These are PAL 19s.
All right, so it's going to be straight dice because I'm under feet right now.
Yeah, your 17 base is straight dice.
Yep.
So I need 8. I'm going to go ahead and boost damage on that fella.
All right.
That'll do
get him.
12 points of damage.
Back over with your comrades.
Next one, I'm going to go ahead and do the Covenant here.
Okay, 1 sec. Let me commit that damage.
So I kind of want to see where the damage goes to the Covenant before I move on to the next guy.
Right.
So onto the Covenant. I hit.
Okay. And he's you have that flail, so he's only going to be arm 18.
That's including feet?
Including feet.
Okay.
Because you're ignoring my shield.
Dice +1, 8 boxes.
8 boxes.
So I need a 7 to kill him.
Yeah. That's
That's
average.
doable.
Yeah, so I won't boost damage on him. Roll it an 8.
Okay.
So we're going to take care of him. It was kind of a little risky because of that. But now that I made that, I'll be able to boost damage on the other 2 Mana War because I need 8s to kill them with under feet.
Yeah.
So next Thresher attack is going to go at the guy right up here on top of the hill.
Okay.
Yep. I hit.
Yep.
We said you are armor 19.
19
so
under the
straight
feet.
dice.
Yeah.
So I'll boost damage here. So straight dice, looking to get an 8. Got an 11.
Okay.
So we'll
That'll do him.
rip that guy to shreds. And then final Thresher will be this one right directly in front of me.
Yep.
A 9 will hit.
And you still need that 8, so you're going to boost.
Of course, yeah. Let's see if we can take all the Mana War out in one go. Got it.
Yep,
That's
got it.
10.
Yep.
So
Ouch.
Wrecker has wrecked.
Yeah, that's really scary the way they can do that.
Well,
Yes.
the synergy you can get with the agitators, just it really makes their output that much more impressive.
So what's
Now,
left?
I've got this ward and this ward and this agitator and Cognifex Siphon.
Doesn't look like you can get a charge on me from him, though.
On the Jack? Oh, absolutely not. Yeah. No, I think he's going to Mechanic Town. So he's going to activate. We'll do him next. He's going to slam. He slams for free because it's one of his special abilities. I'm going to slam that mechanic right there.
Okay.
Does that look good to you? Or am I with an 8? It's a little difficult to see from my edge.
Yeah, let me get him right on the base there. Yeah, you're within 8.
Okay.
Just a hair over, I think.
Okay, so he's got Grand Slam, which says he can slam without using focus. So I'm going to go all the way in.
I think I know what you're doing here.
I'm not actually trying to... I'm just trying to get him sort of in the way. I think I'm out of agitate range, though. Is that within 5?
Yeah, you're touching over your base.
Sweet. What's your defense on a mechanic?
Mechanics are a mighty 12-12 for defense and armor.
So I need a 5 to hit you?
Yeah. I mean, it would be fun to just watch you completely whiff this.
I'm going to boost. I'm going to boost ahead because I'm super worried about whiffing it.
Has he just made you paranoid?
He did. He totally played a mind game with me, so I need a 5 to hit you.
All right.
I hit. So Grand Slam, whenever I slam you, you go an initial 2 inches, and then follow up. So you're going to go D6 plus 2. You're going to go 5 inches.
5 inches total?
Yeah, 5 inches total.
And that puts me right there. Okay.
Now I get to follow up. Yep. Seems good.
All right, so hang on. So he bowls through and basically fires you with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
You impact with him, and you just keep charging down that lane.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he's crushed because arm 12, what's your strength?
10.
10? So...
But I have hard head, so I get to add the power of my head to it.
Yeah,
so I end up
exactly.
going up to a 14.
Yeah, so he's just exploded.
Yep.
Cannonball run.
And let's see, are you? You were.
Well, actually, no, I killed him completely. So Grand Slam is it's after the slam is resolved.
It's after it's resolved.
Yeah, I get to go directly towards the slammed model.
Right.
So here's the downside of it. You actually need to move me back 5 inches.
Yep.
So he does get to barrel through and follow up towards someone. But if you kill the thing you slammed, you don't get to.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so I was trying to slam you into Kozlov just to knock him down and then hang back where I was, or, you know, if for some reason you survived, but I forgot they were only armor 12, so there was absolutely no chance of surviving. It was more just to get a free slam and hold on to all my focus.
Now, when is it that you take the damage from it? Is it when you're slammed or after you land?
After you land, yeah.
Okay, because I'm just wondering, because, you know, dead body flying at Kozlov, would it do anything?
Well, yeah, if it hit him, it would have knocked him down.
Yeah.
Possibility of doing some damage too. You said your strength is 10?
Strength is 10, but they have hard head. So they get to add the power of the head plate, so it's a 14 total.
14, yeah, and that's 3 off my armor. So possibility of being knocked down and taking some damage.
Yeah,
it's pretty strong, even on just that collateral.
Yeah.
Yep. But the thing is, like, because the follow up is after the slam is resolved, so you move them, they knock down, resolve the slam completely.
Yeah.
And then if he's dead, I can't move towards a dead model. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What's that?
You broke your toy.
I know, exactly, right? So let's do this agitator next, because he's got no one left to attack. This agitator is going to walk to the base of the stairs.
Right.
And he's going to instigate.
Yep.
Now, this warden has some options. I can either just beat on that destroyer, which is kind of tempting, or I can throw you at something.
Yeah.
But I think throwing at you, because you'll just shake off, and you've got too many mechanics. Yeah, I'm just gonna wail on you for a bit.
Are you sure? Because the idea of you picking up the Juggernaut and chucking it at my caster is still kind of funny.
It is kind of funny,
especially since I got Def 15.
I know, but then you shake off, and then you just come in and just wail on me. So like I have a pretty so I either make 3 attacks, each at popular strength 16 because I have the agitator right there.
Right. Boosting
all 3. I'm probably going to hit you because I'm in agitate range. I need anything but snake eyes to hit, right? Yeah. So it's dice -4 on 3 of them boosted, which on average I should do about 18 points of damage. We're looking at rough to about half your grid.
Yeah.
And you get to heal a decent amount off the surviving mechanics and then get back to work. If I get lucky though, and I take your Cortex out, then you can't allocate any focus to the Juggernaut for the following turn.
I won't be able to shake it off.
And, well, there's nothing, I won't have you knocked down, but you won't be able to allocate to really beat on me the following turn.
Yeah.
And so if I can get lucky with the damage, then I can shut you off. If I throw you, I do, a 12, a popular strength 12 total, which is dice -8, even if I boost it. And I knock down Kozlov, do dice -3. While it drops 2 focus to have to shake off, and it might kill a mechanic if I landed on top of him, I think I'd rather just punch you to death right now.
3 questions. The way we always decide this type of thing in the office is, if you throw him, is it awesome?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it is awesome.
That drives any kind of power attacks that I do, is how cool it looks in the movie in my head.
Sure, yeah. I agree. It is totally awesome. Oh, wait, I can't activate him yet. Let's swing back. We're going to go to Cognifex, because his left arm's busted.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
So I haven't done anything with him yet. So Cognifex will be actually the first one to activate. I'm going to spend 1 focus and do the special thing I get to do with Cephalix.
Is that control range again?
Yeah, it's control range. So
oh yeah, left arm.
Yeah. So spend 1, take heal up the left arm. Then Cognifex. What else do you want to do, boy? What else do you want to do? Are we feeling bold? Are we feeling brave? I think we're feeling both bold and brave.
All right.
Okay.
Why would I move towards? Why would I move towards you? I'm gonna.
Why not?
I'm gonna.
Are you gonna try and sling some Breath Stealer at me?
I believe I am.
You're
No, not your caster.
Oh.
No. I'm gonna walk up there. I'm gonna cast a Breath Stealer targeting the Juggernaut. Actually.
Okay.
It's a different kind of breath that he's taking.
It totally works. Now, the reason I'm doing that is basically because I want to make sure you can't charge me, or do I want to get bonus armor? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it.
All right.
You're a 14? I need a 7. I miss.
Okay.
Let's see if I hit my own Warden. I absolutely hit my own warden. So I breath stealer my own warden in the back. Things are going great. I was trying to get you the negative speed just in case there was somewhere you were going to run off to after you killed a couple of these I didn't want you to go to. I thought that would be kind of cool. And plus the idea of stealing the breath of a jack.
Well,
it works.
I mean, they've got their furnaces, right? You're probably just damping the coal down real low.
But instead what I did...
cork in the exhaust.
Yeah, but instead what I did is made my warden's life terrible.
Yeah.
So, Cognifex is done mucking things up and is going to stop. The warden's going to activate.
All right.
And I'm going to move to...
Right in front of me there?
Right there.
Okay.
Yep. And I'll take my first initial.
Okay.
I'm at 7 effectively because of him, so I need anything but snake eyes to hit you. Got it.
All right.
Powerful strength 16.
Arm 22.
Yep.
Because of the feet.
Yep. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about your feet being up.
So -6?
Yeah, -6. I'm a 16, you're 22. Totally forgot about feet. So red's location, boosting damage.
Yep.
Take 1 to the 1.
1 to the 1.
I'm going to give you a big old feet token, so I remember that.
I have one. I just forgot to slap it out there.
It's all right. Make my second initial. Hits, because I'm at 7.
Yep.
Boost damage. Dice -6. Come on, Warden. Show me what you got. Take 4 to the 4.
4 to the 4.
Oh, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt on his turn. I don't want it. I don't want it at all. Last initial, right clamp. Hits. I should have thrown.
You should.
I should have thrown. All that talking, and I totally forgot about the
This is what
feet.
you get for playing the meta.
I totally forgot. Dice -6. Take 10 to the 1.
10 to the 1.
That's a fair slap.
Not bad at all.
Did I take the left arm out with that?
For now, yes.
All right, good, good. He's done. He's got nothing left. That is every model I got. My turn is over.
Okay. So, let's get some focus back, and I'm just going to upkeep Fury. So
just ran all the math in my head, and I should have done the rule of cool.
Yeah.
I should have done the rule of cool.
you always should.
I say that, but that 10 to the 1 at the end, it made up for it.
It certainly did, yeah.
Again, you can gamble and get greedy, and then you lose it all.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, so for focus allocation, I'm going to load him up.
Okay. What is out on him, if anything?
His left. That's the only thing.
Okay.
And Kozlov is going to hang on to 3 for now.
So you're upkeeping Fury?
I am, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, because I need all systems go, I'm going to activate my mechanics first.
Where's your leader at, by the way?
He's just... Oh, yeah. He's the one you squished, so I will replace over here.
What's their command?
6. So
you probably want to... This is their leader, right?
yeah.
So you probably want to replace him in the middle, right? Otherwise, that other guy would be out of command.
I think I'm still within the 6, but...
Well, I'm talking about this fellow over here.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that should work, right? Then they should all be within 6?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Looks good.
I missed that guy completely.
That's all good.
All right.
It happens.
All right. So,
Getting to work.
just shuffling over.
And what's that one going to do?
Probably going to... He's going to throw his life away for his bike out.
Yeah. Is he going to walk
Just-
up? You're going to try and wrench
stand.
that warden in the face, or you're just going to stand there?
Just going to stand right there in front of him.
All right. I like it.
So walking in and taking a swing?
Yeah, and making sure that he can't do anything shenanigan-y against me.
All right. So you're going to actually swing the wrench at the warden?
Why not? So
Sure, I'm
they're going
down.
to be repairing. He's going to swing.
Moral victory right here.
So you're going to do the repair roll first, or
Yeah. I'm going to do the repair rolls first.
Okay,
so
and there we go.
it's D3 each.
D3 each, so total of 5 damage boxes
5
back?
boxes.
Nice.
Anywhere you like.
Anywhere
Yeah.
you likes.
And I am
nice.
getting
Am I-
myself an arm back.
If I had 3 systems out, could I just go 1 from each system and
Yeah.
then 2 elsewhere?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, repair got a lot stronger in the new edition. You were able to do that before, but now with the amount of jacks you could run with the new power-up rule, you can really, like, running mechanics, and repair used to be a roll you had to roll to see if you were able to successfully do the skill. Now repair just happens no matter what, so you're always guaranteed to get those damage
mechanic.
boxes. Yeah.
All right, so your armor's back down, right?
Yep, so I'm def 10.
Def 10. He hits you.
I'm armor 18.
Armor 18.
What's your POW plus strength, sir?
My power plus strength is 8.
Dice minus 10.
Dice minus 10.
Do it.
If I can dent you with this,
I hope you do.
I
I
would
want
call this a win for me.
I want the free focus.
Oh, yeah, actually.
Oh, of course there's low rolls there.
All right.
All right.
So the mechanic walks up, looks at it, and goes, nope.
Yeah, I imagine he swung and hit, and it just made this, like, clang noise on the helmet.
All right, so I've got my Juggernaut here.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's the def on that agitator, out of curiosity?
14.
14? Nah, it's not worth it. All right, so I'm going to follow your plan.
Sure.
Not the plan that you should have done, but the plan that you actually wound up doing.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I'm listening.
I'm going to chop up your...
My warden?
Warden.
Okay.
So, def 10.
Def 10, you got it. You hit.
Nails him.
Powerful
And-
strength 22 on the axe?
22 on the axe.
That's dice plus 4 right now.
Oh, yeah. I forgot your feet drops back down.
My feet is gone, yeah, because I'm at 18 right now. So that's 13 to the 2?
13 to the 2.
That's fine.
And, you know, if I was a little smarter, I would have shuffled him in so more of the other jacks were in range, or more of your monstrosities were in range.
Well, it's a friendly game. Do you want to say you did?
Sure.
Yeah,
Let's
go
do
ahead.
that. Let's do that. So just
This is the key.
kinda-
Whenever you're playing a friendly game, if it's going to be something that you could have done and would have done,
Why not?
still-
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
let
of
them have
course.
it.
All right.
Which one do you want to punch with your freshly repaired arm?
You know, because he just saw what the mechanic did, he's going to just get a sharp left over at you.
Oh,
So
so
this dude here you go
Yeah.
for? Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Yep.
God, this is going to hurt. Got him.
All right.
Armor 18. Powerful strength on this with Fury is
18.
straight dice.
So straight dice against him. That's 5 to the 6.
Okay. Mark that off. Give myself a free focus here.
I will buy an axe attack.
On the damaged one?
Yep.
Sure. Could you roll snake eyes? Oh!
Halfway there.
Almost.
Almost.
Halfway there.
This
all
is
right.
plus 4,
Yeah,
correct?
I have 3 boxes left. Can you roll -2 again?
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Let's find out.
Close.
Close.
My breath stealered warden goes bye-bye.
All right. How's that wrecker looking? Actually, you know what? I don't have range to him.
You don't? Okay.
I just checked.
No worries, no worries.
So, but I'm in his way.
You definitely are.
So, gonna buy another axe against the other warden.
Sounds good?
Got to support the Brave Mechanics Corps.
Yeah.
Hits. What is with these 3s?
Well, it's all for show, man.
Oh,
Yeah, it's to make there be like drama to it. But you're still,
make this last a little longer.
but you're still hitting. Dice plus 4.
Plus 4.
So
Ooh. So that is going to be 13 to the 3.
13 to the 3.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, thank you.
I'll buy
No
one.
systems?
No systems out yet. He's maxed out on focus, it looks like, already.
I'm tossing my dice all over the place.
All right.
All right, so buying my last axe attack against him. Again with the 3s to hit.
I love it. I love it. Dice plus 4. Okay, so I've got. Let's look at it. I've got 12 boxes here, so an 8 kills him. If you could not, that would be amazing.
Please do.
If I had the focus, I would boost,
I know.
but
Okay.
I'm not going to kill him.
So 8 to the 2.
8 to the 2.
4 left though.
So he loses everything but his left arm. Brains out, right arm's out, movement's out.
Okay.
Hey, Kozlov, how brave you feeling?
Does he still get his focus for taking damage?
He does, but he's already actually maxed out at 3.
okay.
He can't go above.
Okay.
And like we were talking about earlier with the Warjacks, how they lose all their focus when their cortex goes out. The monstrosities don't. It stays on
Just
them.
locks in.
Yeah.
Well, they can still gain while it's out.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. They cannot gain or spin focus while it's out, but he's already at 3.
Got
Yep.
it. Got it. What are you thinking?
I think I might. So Kozlov's just been hanging out, watching his jacks do all the work. He's going to charge in.
You are a bold man. All right, I
Why
love
not?
this. I
Why
love it.
not?
I love it.
No guts, no glory.
I love it.
All right. So, Lord Kozlov, the Viscount of Skarsgård, he's swinging at a mat 7, just like his jacks.
Don't roll snake eyes.
Didn't.
Got it.
And this is fun. Oh, you only have the 1 column.
Yeah, I've only got 4 boxes left.
So he's a weapon master. So I have my 2 dice, my charge dice, and 1 more on top of it.
Power strength 12.
Power plus strength 12. Yep.
So dice off 6.
Off 6.
I've got 4 boxes left, so a 10 will kill me here.
Oh,
How about you roll exactly a 10?
exactly a 10.
Nice.
Oh, my warden.
All right. And because I have the ability sidestep, I'm going to just sidestep back over here.
Okay, sounds good to me. All right.
Sidestep says that after I hit,
Yeah.
I can make a little move.
Yeah, that's handy.
Yeah.
This is going to be an interesting turn for you.
Yes, it is.
Is that all of yours then?
That's everything I got.
Yeah, this has turned into a really, really nasty meat grinder. So where are you down to? You've got 1 big beastie left, your Warcaster,
And then 2 support pieces.
2 support pieces.
Yeah,
This is coming really close.
it is coming really close. And okay, so, okay, I think I have a plan. So first, maintenance phase, nothing to do other than get rid of all those status effects. Control phase, get all that focus. Let's get rid of those agitates. They don't currently exist. They will again here in a second.
I'm sure they will.
I'm going to give 3 to my Wrecker, who currently has nothing out, no systems out. So
He's got some damage on him?
yeah, he's only got 23 boxes left.
Okay.
How much focus is on your caster right now?
I have 3 on him.
Negate 15. See, this is one of the things I really liked about Mark III was switching from just that static armor buff to actually saying, no, this is a resource you have to spend.
Yep, every time he spends 1 focus, he'll just subtract 5 damage from anything.
And it makes it a real difficult choice sometimes.
Yeah, because if you're taking like 3 damage, you could go, oh, I can maybe stand that.
Yeah, you think about what damage you want to allow to sneak through, but it'll all add up in the end. So if they swing real big after you've been, I'll take the 3. I'll take the 2.
Yeah. What do we got?
Spray at me?
I might. I was just
You just don't want me to cast spells, do you?
I don't want you to cast spells. I kind of want to also Breath Stealer you, though. All right, so Cognitive Effects is going to activate first, right?
Okay.
I'm going to cast. Yeah, I've line of sight, right?
Yeah, I was just making sure because I am so close behind that jack.
Yeah. I'm going to cast Breath Stealer targeting Kozlov, and I'm going to boost to hit.
Okay. So I am
chances this
defense.
Huh?
Taking no chances?
No chances this time. No chances this time. So you're defense 15.
Correct.
I'm focus 7, so I need an 8 to hit you.
Yep.
Boosting. I rolled an 8 exactly.
Yep.
So,
I know how that feels.
Just make this as scary as it possibly can be. You are Breath Stealered.
All right, so I'm down to defense 13.
Defense 13. All right. Step next is the choice of whether or not I'm going to aim and spray, hitting the mechanic, the jack, which I'm not going to do much damage, and your caster, which stops your caster from casting spells next turn. And it's only a PAL 10, though, so it's probably not going to do a ton of damage. I don't know what you would cast, though. I mean...
I might swap Fury around. I might...
You might. I mean... All right. Let's do it. So I'm going to aim, and I'm going to spray. It looks like I hit the jack, your caster, and that mechanic.
Yeah, easy.
So let's do the jack first, because this is kind of irrelevant. I hit the jack, because I'm aiming. Then it's dice minus 10, because it's only a PAL 10, so no damage. No damage. Didn't really expect for my mind wipe brain power to hurt a Warjack. Let's do the mechanic in the back next.
Yep. He's
defense 12. Yep. So aiming, I'm up to rat 8. I need a 4.
Okay.
I got him. It's a PAL 10. And with authority, just drop that mechanic.
Yep.
Now Kozlov. I'm an 8. You're a 13 after Breath Stealer. Need a 5. Miss. All right. Right. Yeah.
Friendly game.
Friendly game. Yeah. We got this. It's going great. This fella here is going to just really honestly stay right where he's at, and he's going to agitate.
Okay.
So that's done. So the Wrecker's going to activate. He's going to move 5 inches, and I'm going to move 5 inches to about... Move that token for me if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, so I'm just about staying in that front arc?
Yep.
Yeah,
any part of him there.
Going to move to there with my 3 focus.
I should have moved a little bit further back, I think.
All right. And I'm going to Thresher.
Okay.
So let's do...
That's going to get all 3 of them.
Yep, all 3. Let's do the mechanic on the left. I'm a 7. You're a 12. I need a 5. Boxcars.
Yep.
This is a 19 on the mechanic.
So he's wiped out.
And that's the leader, so he'll field promote. Yep. Let's do the jack next.
You're waiting on this, aren't you?
I hit the jack with an 8. Easy.
Yep.
I need anything but Snake Eyes to hit. And then I'm a 19 to your 20. So off 1. Is that Juggernaut hurt? Oh, yeah. I hit him a little bit.
It's got some damage on
So
it.
dice minus 1. Take 4 to the 6.
4 to the 6. Happily. All right.
And then on Kozlov.
No, this is where it's going to get interesting.
I need a 6. I hit.
Got it.
What's your armor?
Armor 17.
Dice plus 2.
Plus 2. Okay.
9.
9. So I'm going to overboost my power field, protect myself a little bit, and bring that down.
Yeah, and isn't it only 1 focus per attack you can spend? Yeah,
he couldn't spend 2 and drop it by 10.
Yeah.
It's only 1 per. Yep. How many boxes does Kozlov have?
His current box is 13.
13. All right. I need only 6s to hit Kozlov. I'm going to buy an attack on... I'm just going to go for it. I probably shouldn't have Threshered, but I wanted to just hit a couple things. So I'll buy an attack on Kozlov. I need a 6. With authority.
Yeah. And there's no crit effect because
No, that would be amazing.
I've been waiting on that crit freeze this entire game.
So you said your armor is 16 or 17?
17.
So dice plus 2. 6.
6. Drop it down to 1.
Okay.
Got to save myself as long as possible.
Buy an attack here.
Okay.
Need a 6.
Hits.
Got it. Plus 2.
Dice plus 2.
6 points.
6 points. Got that focus left. I may as well absorb it while I can.
Do you have any gas left in the tank for a final hit?
I got 1 left.
Oh,
I got 1 left.
How many boxes?
I still have 6 boxes.
Buy my last attack.
So, probably going to hit me.
I need a 6 to hit you,
Yeah.
and you have 6 boxes.
Yep.
And I need a 4. Do you have tough?
Yeah, I believe you do.
Oh, that could be horrifying. So
I do have
the,
tough.
The 5 up, I don't die?
The 5 up, he
That
doesn't
is
die.
the 5 up, I don't die.
All right, 6 to hit you.
Okay.
6 to hit you with the final attack. Here we go. I hit you.
Okay.
Okay. Dice plus 2. You've got 6 boxes left.
Yep.
Here we go. Need a 4 to force tough. Rolled an 8.
Okay.
Okay, so this is it, man. This is the
find
roll.
out.
This is the roll to see if he survives or not.
No.
No.
Kozlov goes down.
Good game.
Well played.
Yeah.
I mean, like, at the start of this game, I really thought that you were just going to steamroll right through this.
Yeah, no.
It was just that moment of, my God, they're doing so much damage so quick. But then Khador, as always, is just stand firm, be tough. You know,
Yeah.
Amazing. Your own thoughts?
This is a really rough list to go up against. I'll admit that. He's got some phenomenal synergies going on. But as always, Khador is sort of the army that you can build a list that stays there, takes that punishment, and can try and swing it back the other way.
What about yourself, Will? What do you think?
Yeah, that list was far more tanky than I was kind of expecting. And the turn where it was really good positioning on his Man of War. I mean, I was able to get in with some of them over here, but then he put the 3 over here as well as the Covenant that I couldn't possibly get to sort of along this street over here. Because if he had moved them too far forward and I could have gotten that Warden into them and dropped those numbers, that's exactly what I wanted to have happen. But because that didn't happen, they were able to charge in on that following turn and do so much more damage to me. And then just smart placement of the Fury upkeep to get that +3 strength on all the melee attacks kind of like negates my feat, which is +3 armor.
Yeah.
So, and the Cephalix monstrosities are only def 10, armor 17. They have a lot of boxes, but if you can kind of get around those armor buffs they get from the feat, you choose through them very fast. I mean, as you see, I'm down to 1 monstrosity left. Yeah. And if those dice hadn't rolled what I needed to him, my agitator here was going to run up and maybe try and block this juggernaut, but I was probably dead.
There's a possibility, and it definitely would have sucked for me if you had the agitator there because it would have prevented me from going straight in at your caster.
You could have trampled.
I could have trampled right over and bought those extra couple of attacks.
Because if this had gone poorly, right, to sort of the let's say the Phantom turn, what happens next is Kozlov can walk over here and finish this Wrecker off by himself. Yeah. He's a Palpable Strength 12 Weapon Master. It's dice -5.
Yeah.
And he only had, 23 boxes left? A couple hits knocks it out. I don't think I took anything else out on the Juggernaut.
No, I don't think you did.
So you don't even need to repair with the Mechanic. So the Mechanic, after this is all said and done, can maybe charge himself an Agitator and see if he can wreck his face with a wrench, right? But then if I jam you, the Juggernaut would simply trample up on top of the rooftop, probably kill the Agitator, and then still have 2 focus to buy 2 axes into Cognifex Siphon.
Yeah.
And he does not want to be hit by axes.
That's why he built himself that entire suit. He doesn't even want to be sneezed on.
Correct. And so I think if I hadn't got exactly what I needed, and if he hadn't failed that tough roll, I'd probably be dead next turn.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, that tough roll is always just that nice little addition in a game that you don't generally get an armor save. Just to have that 5 up to go, oh, by the way, I'm kind of pissed off. I'm still hanging about.
Yeah, and I like that we toned it from Mark II to the new edition, because in Mark II, you could make them over and over and over again. Yeah. But now, you can't make a tough roll while you're knocked down. Yeah. And tough knocks you down. So you get 1 shot at it, and then if they can hit you again and break armor again, then you die. So,
like, if you had taken me down before the tough roll and still had a focus on yourself, you could have whipped down into me, and it would have been
exactly. So that was a good game. It was very, very close, and I'm excited about us playing our full-size armies, because I don't even know what else you brought in your full-size army, but I'm excited to see.
More Warjacks and a little bit more shooting.
I have just more monstrosities.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
We'll get a sit-down video to chat about that, gentlemen. Okay, everybody at home, thank you very much for sticking with us. Hopefully you enjoyed the game. Hopefully that taught you a lot about Warmachine. It's impressive seeing you guys play, seeing all those synergies work together. Yeah. Guys, get your comments in below. We will see you in the next one.
We hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now, and be sure to check out beastsofwar.com for the latest gaming news and gaming Let's Plays. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.